Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. Now a few of you have reached out to me and asked early, what game did you find the more challenging? Was it the Golf Club 2, which we're away to revisit, or was it the Golf Club 2019? So without further ado, let's find out at Devon Quarry Country Club. This is a tour version and this course was designed by Victor Lane. So we are going to be playing off the black tees, which are the longest, playing 7,093 yards, and as always, for the camera flyby purposes, pin set number 1. I do hope you guys are well. I truly loved this course when it first came out. I thought it was groundbreaking, and the visual views, the way it played, the challenge was absolutely stunning. Now prior to this round, this is my first round since the Golf Club 2019 released. I have been on the driving range for about 20-25 minutes, guys, which as you know feels like an eternity. I do recall playing this game. I used to swing fairly well, but I always used to pull things to the left, which was quite rare for a right-handed player using the right analog stick. It was putting that was my Achilles heel. So hole number 1, par 4, playing 466 yards, stroke index 3. As you can see, what a stunning course, by the way. Course conditions are default, as is the wind. It took me ages to figure out. I was looking on the grind for the aim and reticle, but as you can see if you look closely, it is just to the right of my player's head. So we've got a 3 mile per hour wind, should take us right. Decent opening swing. Slightly pulled it to the left, but it's within the cone. One thing I will say is on the tour clubs here, which I'm using, the punishment was a lot severer than what it is in the Golf Club 2019. So 155 yards, up 19 feet, 4 mile per hour wind in my face, 8 iron doesn't get there. Gonna have to loft up this 7 iron, I do believe. Now, the lofting and delofting in this game is totally different, trust me on that one, to what it is on the later game, which is the Golf Club 2019. So just aiming this left of the pin. Oh, I've pulled that. Still within the cone though, but look at the punishment here, guys. Look at the punishment. Oh wow, what a kick. Tell you what, the green turns to the right here too. What a kick. Absolute members bounce after that poor swing line. And it is going to set us up for a 5-foot birdie. Green speeds are 166. Putting wasn't my strong point on the Golf Club 2, to be honest. I was a very average putter, to say the best. My game did improve, but to begin with, my putting was terrible. I do recall preferring to chip things. But hole number 2, par 4, playing 357 yards, stroke index 9. But what an absolute stunning course this is. This is bringing back such good memories, guys. But I think my average scoring on the Golf Club 2019 is probably about 10. Anything from 10 to 12 under. So 321 yards, down 33 feet. 2 iron here, just try to find this lower section of the fairway. Oh, I slightly pulled that left. Fortunately, we did aim more to the right. But once again, as you can see, punishment is quite severe compared to the new game. That's going to leave us a pitch shot 80 yards out. Just playing this. Oh, I've pushed it right this time. I was trying to compensate for the pull left. Yardage should be decent too. This time we do push it right. And that is going to leave us probably about a 6 to 7 foot putt. 7 footer, down 3 inches. Not a lot of turn on this. Just going to put this out to the left. It does straighten out. And we do start off with back-to-back birdies. So one thing I didn't like in this game, guys, was the animations when your player got like a birdie, or I used to recall him celebrating bogeys. But hole number 3, first of the par 3s here, 124 yards, playing 130. Not going to adjust the loft on this at all. This 4 mile per hour wind takes us round. There we go, perfect, beautifully straight, best swing in the round so far. Just comes up a little bit short, but as you can see, for me, the ball physics in this game in and around the greens is far superior, far more realistic. Once again, fairly straightforward putt. 11 feet, up 3 inches. Should hold its line, does hold its line. And I really didn't expect this, guys. Our first round back, I'll be honest, I didn't expect this. We are 3 under through the first 3 holes. But what a course this was, guys. I do recall playing this and it just blew my mind. It really, really did. 559 yards, par 5. You'll notice a difference in the yardages. I don't have a 2 wood, in case some of you who are asking. There wasn't a 2 wood in this game. Pushed that one slightly right. And once again, as you can see, being severely punished. Fairway should hold it, the ball just up enough here. It does that. But yeah, I carry a driver and a 3 wood. For some reason, 2 wood wasn't in this game, which I always find a bit strange. But 257 yards, down 4 feet. Just going to loft up this 3 wood a touch. We're going to have to apply a touch of fade here. That tree's banging a line. Ball's going to go left at our feet. Just looking to find the green here. What a strike. What a strike. There's a fade kicking in. This could be a worldie. Is it going to sit? Firm bounce, as you would expect with a wood. Just trickles into the light rough. Pardon me. Oh, it's fairway. So I used to be really good at the chip shots, guys, but once again, it's a totally different mechanics than the golf club 2. That's far too hard. Far too hard. And I seen the golf club that would have went short and would have checked up really, really quick. I'm now struggling to get birdie here after playing 2 very good shots to get up and near the green for 2. 12 footer, going to break hard left here, downhill, turn, turn, turn. Oh, what a putt that is. Who said I couldn't putt in this game? But 4 consecutive birdies. Wow, really did not expect this. But this, like I say guys, bringing back so many fond memories. But hole 5, short par 4, this should be drivable. Favourable wind, driver, 290 yards, down 18 feet. Should just about kick on to the green here if we can carry these bunkers. So just going to allow that wind to take us round. Looking to avoid the bunker. Good shot. Wind's hardly moved us. Where's this going to kick? Oh, not a bad kick though. Does kick into the fairway, or is it light rough? It is a fairway. So let's see if I can execute a better chip shot. Let's learn from the last time. This is 1 foot down. I used to chip on the green from about 30 feet out, if I do recall. Used to really annoy players. This has got a chance of dropping. Beautiful execution. Very unlucky. I wasn't breaking any rules, but I do recall viewers and players saying, come on early, you can't be chipping from there. But maybe 30 feet's a bit of an exaggeration. Oh, that looped the cup. Eventually dropped. Really talk about burning the edge there. And we do pick up birdie number 5 and go 5 under. But yeah, back to the chipping. I used to chip probably about 40 feet from the pin, or if it was tough. But I do recall deliberately missing the green to leave me a chip from close range. But hole number 6, put a fast on that. I can't recall what the fast does on this. I think it just puts your ball minimal to the left. That outcome, like I say, I forgot. It's been what, 2 years now since I've played this game. Would that be about right? But just thought I would go out there in the course and trying to explain to you guys what game I preferred, what game I find more challenging. So great questions for those of you who have asked this question. It's another fast, but it's a good swing. Just going to come up short. Once again, far more realistic bounces. The greens are normal, are moderate settings by default on this course. It's gave us a 14 foot putt that is going to turn to the left. It's a good weight, and it's a great putt. Maybe do myself a bit of injustice saying I couldn't putt, but my putting has improved. I'm not going to take that away from myself. It's a part of my game that I referred to in this game was my Achilles heel. But it is a part of my game that I've really improved on. And my rounds do show that. So tough tee shot here. Stroke index 1. Think we could easily lay up with the 3 wood. But let's take on the more adventurous shot. Wind will move us to the right. Hopefully we can just carry these bunkers. Perfect. Really nice swing there. That wind's moved me a lot more than the 4 mile per hour wind in the previous hole did. So once again you can still see that the HP Studios 2K did not fix the wind inconsistencies with this game. From the Golf Club 2 to the Golf Club 2019. Lots of things they didn't improve on, and lots of things that they didn't carry over, which they should have in my opinion. Pulled that one slightly left. don't think we're going to get there. It's probably going to check up short of the green, but well out. The bunkers are a lot more punishing in this game, I do believe. But I do believe that I struggled more in the golf club too. Just going to try and flop this one. If I do recall, the flops are totally different as well. We're a way to find out, I guess. Tell you what. Oh, wow. That came up way short. And did you see the backspin I generated there? Now, that is what a well executed flop shot would do. We just caught that slope, so just learning from that. Hopefully that spins back towards the cup. Could it drop? So we are going to get our first bogey after that first flop shot. I can't recall the flop shot spinning back like that. Obviously we did catch a slope, but this is a tough putt just for the bogey. Wonder if my player will celebrate it.
And there's your bogey.
No, he didn't. I do think they did patch that towards the end of the game anyway. I'd recall there was a demand to patch it, some of the player animations. But hole number 8, a long par 5, playing 595 yards, got a 6 mile per hour wind in our favour. We can comfortably hit tee shot here. But it's just weird playing with the aiming reticle not on the ground. For me, I find that more challenging. I think it's easier having the aiming reticle on the ground. You are able to calculate and see roughly where the ball's going to land. With the aiming reticle in the middle of the screen, you can't really do that. I do think the swing line was tougher to execute straight swings, and I do believe that the slow, fast tempos were a lot more punishing as well. So I do believe that this was a tougher game. So I'm just going to hit 5 iron here with a downhill elevation. Let me have 200. Just wait a minute, guys. I'm going to have to be 102. What am I saying? It's going to have to be 3-wood. Just going to loft this up. We are on a downhill slope. Too busy chatting there. 5 iron would have been way short. Once again, pulled that minimally left, but we're still within the cone. But see, even remaining in that cone, guys, I'm severely punished. Look how far left that went. That is going to leave us a little chip shot once again. But I do think that my game at times struggled more on the golf club too. Once again, just not executing the chip shots well. That's went about 20 feet past at least. So what I'm trying to say is I find the Golf Club 2019 easier. Let me just focus on this part. It is slightly uphill. It's going to turn left. Turn. Oh, didn't turn anywhere near as much as I read it would. But disappointing just to pick up a par there. So after a great start, we've went bogey par. So we are going to remain at 5 under par. Let's move on to the final hole of this front 9. Beautiful par 3, this playing 214 yards. What a course this was from Victory Lane, by the way. This was game breaking at the time it came out, I felt. But if you guys would like to see more the Golf Club 2 on the channel, please say so. What was your favourite course on the game? So just going to loft up this 5 iron a touch due to the elevation drop and the wind behind us. Need to put a clean swing in this. Once again, we're within the cone here. But look how severe we've been punished. Yardage was actually really good. Did you see how fairly quickly that 5 iron nestled down on the greens? A lot quicker than it would on the Golf Club 2019. But this is a tough downhill putt. 21 feet, 1 foot down. Turning to the left. I don't want to play this too firm. Oh, look how much that turned the first 6-7 feet. Weight was decent. Tough putt that. Was never going to stop quickly. The contours of the green sloped all the way down, as you can see. It's going to leave us an uphill putt for a par. 8-footer. Just going right edge. Another thing I do recall about this game is balls reluctantly dropped when they caught the edge of the cup, whereas in the Golf Club 2019 I do believe that was a step in the right direction, because depending on the weight, the ball would drop if you catch on the edge, if you play it dead weight. But in this game, if you played it dead weight, I've seen many a putt not drop. Also, the phantom breaks. It's not a thing that I've really experienced too much on the Golf Club 2019. The grids wouldn't be accurate all the time. So just looking to find fairway here once again, taking as much of this, taking on as much of that water as possible. It's probably pulled us out of a hole there, because I really pulled that left. I think the line I took probably would have went in the bunker. So 163 yards, up 6 feet, down 6 feet, sorry. 2 mile per hour wind. What I was trying to say is we're on an uphill slope. 168 yards. It's just weird getting used to the different yardages on the clubs. Oh, I've pulled it. That is going so far left, it's beyond belief. Look how punishing that is, guys. Wow. A fast and a pull left, double whammy. But the designers definitely made the Golf Club 2019 far easier, in my opinion. It went more from a true sim game, which I class this as, to not an arcade. 2019 is nowhere near an arcade game. What a shot this is, by the way, the flop shot. Get in. Oh, just runs past the left edge of the cup. But they did accommodate for all levels of gamers and try to attract players, maybe from the Tiger Woods franchise, I do feel. But I had so much fun playing the Golf Club 2. Do I think the Golf Club 2019 is a better game? Oh, poor putt. I do. I do think, despite the lack of ball physics in and around the greens, I do think it's a better game. Purely down to, I'm not sure if all designers will agree with me, but the designing tools, they gave the designers more off. Not too much, but they gave the course designers slightly better tools to design courses with. The upgrade in graphics, as you can see, is better. I would say the servers are about the same. I can't recall noticing any difference in the servers, the smoothness, or the servers have been poor on the Golf Club 2019 of late, recently at times, but I think it's due to the amount of players playing it. The game's really dropped in price, and I think with the pandemic we're unfortunately going through this now, that more people are resorting to playing golf online on their computers and things. So, but what a game this was, guys. Honestly, this is bringing back memories. I could happily return to this game. There's lots of courses I've not fully explored. Ball's going to move way left at her feet here. It's clubbed down to the 9-iron with the drop in elevation. Oh, early. I've really pulled that. This could be in the water. Look at that, guys. I aimed way right at the flagstick there as well for the slope. And with that pull left, I've really been hammered. Let's see if we can play a better chip shot now. Just going to fully loft this up one. I think I'm just going to fully attack this. Fully attacking this one. Oh. So, resetting that. Just the controls are slightly different. Full swing. Oh, there you go. That's why I chipped on the Golf Club 2 more regular. But we do walk away with the par. Let's have a look at the scorecard. So we are going to remain at 4 under. 2 bogeys. I would say in these conditions on this course, if we were going to replicate it in the Golf Club 2019, I'm not even sure if this course is in the Golf Club 2019. I will have to look for it. 8-iron, 3 mile per hour wind should take us round. Slight pull. But once again, I'm getting absolutely hammered for that, guys. Yardage is going to be beautiful here too. Oh, must have just caught a little slope there that has took us off. But if anyone knows if this course is actually in the Golf Club 2019, please let me know, because I would love to go and play it. But I think hole 12, these conditions, exact conditions is what I have here on the Golf Club 2019. I would like to think I would be about 6, 7 under by now, hopefully, in these mild conditions. So I'm dead. You could say, people could say, early, you've not played this game in a couple of years, but my swing's still the exact same. I've not had to change my swing much at all. I'm swinging the exact same way as I swing on the Golf Club 2019 with the same technique that I used for this game, which done me really well, served me really well, and I've transitioned that swing onto the 2019. But I do feel it's a lot more sensitive. Your swing line is a lot more sensitive on the Golf Club 2 compared to the Golf Club 2019. I do recall when this game came out, because I find the Golf Club, the original one, very easy swing-wise, but you could adjust your settings. I used to always play in the hard settings after a few weeks of picking up the game, you know. So just try to get this 5-iron close with that wind behind us. There we go, far better swing. We can swing straight in this game. That's going to come up short, actually. Just comes up a little bit short. We have kicked into the light rough. But I've kept my same swing more or less right through the franchise. The Golf Club was, for me, ridiculously easy. And I do recall, getting back to what I said, everyone saying, oh, this game is so much harder than the Golf Club. But they've reversed things. From the jump from the Golf Club 2 to the Golf Club 2019 have made gameplay a lot more easier. But certainly, there's many upgrades in the Golf Club 2019. Like I say, the tools for designing courses, the amount of courses that's getting thrown out there, the graphics. It's easier to play. There's less punishment. We're going to have to come around this tree here. So we're going to have to apply touch of fade here. Also, the aim and reticle, guys. I find the aim and reticle in the Golf Club 2019, what an execution. This should be bang on. Far easier than having the aim and reticle just to the right of my golfer's head and not knowing exactly where the ball's going. But really enjoying this experience. I do hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate all the views, comments and likes we are getting on the channel just now, guys. Put a slow on that. May just... Now, see, I thought a slow went right. I think it's just severely punishing me with distance, as you can see. I think it's a perfect fast that would put my ball to the left. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves with a flop shot here. Chip's not looking favourable with the break of the greens. That's a better execution. There we go. Bang on. Starting to get a feel for things, even as early as this. It would take me a good 6, 7, 8 rounds to really find my feet with this game again. But it's such an enjoyable experience. We do remain at 5 under par. Hole 15, but guys, what a course. I mean, look at this. It's hard to believe this game is now, what, 2 years old, maybe 3 years old? There's a slope. I think that's just going to lose some yardage for me. Not too much though. If anyone recall what the tempos did do in this game, please say so. Like I say, I would soon figure it out myself after a few rounds, but I'm not noticing huge penalties with the slow perfects and the fast perfects. So pitch and wedge into the wind. Elevated green. Going to have to go 9-iron. Just going to loft this up. Pitch and wedge wouldn't have got there. But the lofting and de-lofting in this game is totally different calculations to the lofting and de-lofting on the current game. Golf Club 2019. What a shot. And there we go, guys. That's what I'm saying. That ball sat down. We didn't get spin, but you don't always get spin with a 9-iron. But that ball just sat down as quick as you like. Really realistic. Oh, see what I mean? I would have to watch that back, but I feel in the Golf Club 2019 that ball maybe drops. Because I'm convinced I went over the edge of the cup there. I could be wrong. Could be paranoid, but just what I mentioned. I'm glad that came up actually. I did one of the things I did mention near the earlier holes
Coming off a
was that I did
par
feel
five.
that
Let's see what
balls,
happens here.
the golf ball wouldn't drop when it was near the edge compared to what it does now in the Golf Club 2019. Hole 16, 186, down 44 feet. It's gonna have to be 7-iron, isn't it? I just hope this bunker's not in play here. Got a 7 mile per hour wind. It's going to take us to the left. I'm just going to allow the wind to take us round here, so aiming way right at that flagstick. Let's actually see what the wind does do. I've pulled it. I've pulled it left once again, and look at that, guys. So definitely the poor swing lines are punished a lot more severely in this game. We've not had a poor tempo one yet, I don't think. I'm not going to deliberately one put on, but you can trust me, they were more punishing as well. So a tough putt, 23 feet, down 5 inches. Putting's actually been not bad. We've missed a few par putts. Get in. Oh, unlucky. Healthy weight in that one. But I do recall going through a stage when I was playing this game really regularly. I went through a stage where I was really struggling tempo-wise. I've uninstalled the game about 3-4 times just to see if that helped. I dropped down clubs. And for some reason here, my swing tempo has been very, very good, considering this is my first round in a good few years. But penultimate hole on this absolute stunning course from Victor Lane, desert theme course, par 4, 407 yards.
Nice, should be in the fairway.
It is situated in the basin of an abandoned quarry in western Arizona. But absolutely superb course. Good tee shot. 137 yards, slightly uphill. 2-mile-per-hour wind. Just going to loft up this 9-iron once again. One touch. That's a great swing. That is a great swing. How's that went left? I think maybe the fast does put you left end, guys. Or I did have a slope at my feet that I didn't calculate properly. But tough putt, 19 feet. Braking hard left, downhill. Ooh, this is an aggressive break to the left here. Putting's totally different in this game as well. That has turned a little bit more than allowed for. Once again, weight's not bad. It's been attacking weights we've put on it, which have not zoomed past the cup too much. But let's move on to the final hole, which is a par 5, playing 519 yards, stroke index 16. Let's see if we can finish strong. Should be able to reach this easily in 2. At worst, I'm looking for a birdie. See if we can get an eagle here. Just looking to find this left part of the fair. Yeah, definitely fast putting us left, guys. I didn't aim as far left as that. So the fast does veer you to the left. But it's worked out in our favour. 303 yards down the fairway. 227 up 20 feet. Going to have to play 5 wood's too much. Just going to de-loft this 2-iron. Hopefully we get enough elevation in this. Oh, I put a fast and pull. Should kick on though. Should kick on. It does kick on. That could set up an eagle opportunity here from distance. Horrible swing. But coming back to this game, I'm definitely finding it harder, and I'm trying to rack my brain. My opinion always was that this game was slightly more difficult than the latest version of the Golf Club, which is Golf Club 2019, which is truly worthwhile picking up, guys. It's down to peanuts now. This is down. Oh, I've played that too far. I know I have. Get in. I knew as soon as that left the bat, I played it too far. Oh, we could well be struggling for birdie here. Let's see if we can actually chip this in. I bigged myself up about the chipping. Let's see if we can back my words up and put it in. Ah, I had the line too, just not the weight. So we are going to finish off with a par. But there you go, guys. There's the Golf Club 2002. There's the Golf Club 2 revisited. In my opinion, this game is tougher than the current game, which is 2019. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.